Hello, everyone, and welcome to DTBTV. And yes, I'm still absolutely buzzing with the fantastic win yesterday against Arsenal and us going to Wembley for a final, which is our first League Cup final since 2016. And I know because I was there and it was horrible losing to Man City on penalties. But as somebody that's been a strong advocate of us getting to finals domestically, pushing for a better squad to be played. I'm obviously delighted, and yeah, I mean, I kind of understand why Jurgen Klopp uh, didn't go for the domestic cups because he put all of his eggs into the basket of ending our 30-year spell without a league title. So I do get it, but now we've got that league title done. Let's go all out now from now until Klopp leaves and try and win every single trophy that we can. And yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm just going to go through player ratings and we're going to talk through each individual performance. Can you just let me know how it sounds and if the video's coming across okay in the comments? I'd really appreciate that, and we'll fire away. So, Emirates Stadium last night, Liverpool beat Arsenal 2-0 with goals from the Jotter twice. Absolute Jotter the Slotter, as I call him. Absolutely fantastic performance from him. But we'll start off first with Cameron Kelleher. So Kelleher, sorry, the Irish goalkeeper, who I think has been absolutely outstanding for us every time he's been asked to play. And I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10 yesterday. I thought he did everything necessary. He kept a clean sheet, made a fantastic save from the Lacazette free kick. And I just think his distribution, his footwork, he's good at coming off his line. He distributes well. Fantastic young goalkeeper. It's just a shame he's got the best goalkeeper in the world in front of him. But what a great number two we have with Cameron Heller. So 8 out of 10. Seeing if there's any comments come through. No, it's all good at the moment. Right, right back. Trent Alexander-Arnold, absolutely outstanding. Again, 2 assists. He's just unbelievable. There's no words to describe him, Trent. He's just unbelievable. Gets a lot of stick off our fans, some of our fans and other fans for saying he's not great defensively. Who cares? He's up there with Thomas Muller, Jadon Sancho, Messi, and I think there's one more player I can't remember now in terms of being the best assist maker on the planet. So who cares if he can't defend if he's that great going forward? He can defend. He's better going forward. It probably will move into midfield as he gets older, but that is what it is. And I'm going to give Trent an 8 as well. Outstanding performance. Second, Joel Matip. To me, worst game I've ever seen him play for Liverpool, and he's been outstanding in nearly all of them. But yeah, worst game he's played in for me. Just couldn't pass the ball, kept on giving it away. A bit dodgy at the back, gave away sloppy free kicks. 6 for Joel Matip. But it is what it is. You know, he's entitled to an off game, and I think that's the first I've ever seen him have. Big Verge. Still not back to his Colossus best, in my opinion. Does great aerial duels, wins most of them. Does really well in terms of, covering the ground. Clean sheet again, can't really moan with that. But I still think he's got a couple of gears yet to really become that commanding centre back. And it was going to take time after a cruciate knee ligament injury. So it is what it is. And I'll give Verge a 7. Left back, love him. Comes from the same area as my family. I absolutely love Robertson. To me, he is like 100 miles an hour all the time. Constantly running, constantly aggressive, constantly in people's ears, constantly looking like. I mean, I remember Jose Mourinho said a few years back that he was like, wow, when he seen Robertson actually up close. He said it was like 100 mile an hour, even in the 90th minute, he was bombing past me. And that is exactly why, even though FSG frustrate us, it's absolutely outstanding, our recruitment, that we went and found him. And I remember all the tweets, all the social media posts, more or less laughing at us for signing a relegated left back. So absolutely outstanding. Robbo gets an 8 from me as well. Just check the comments if any's coming in. Yeah, just going through them all now, mate. So after Robbo gets so far, Cameron Kelleher 8, Trent Alexander-Arnold 8, Matip 6, Van Dijk 7, Robertson, 8. I'm not like the Anfield rap. They go a little bit mental when we win with player ratings, giving people 10s and 9s. Listen, we wasn't at our best yesterday and could have easily been 1 or 2 down after 20 minutes. So I'm going to keep it nice. And, you get an 8 if you've done a good job. 9s is if you're excellent. And 10s are if you're off the planet, like Mo Salah level. Right? So the midfield three, Curtis Jones, he reminds me a little bit of Lallana because he's really good on both feet and he does these little twists and turns all the time. And you don't really know what foot Curtis Jones is. The same as when you watch Adam Lallana, you don't really know what foot he is. And that's why I like him in the midfield. He's so trickery. He can step over his little turns. Remember his goal against Everton in the FA Cup? It was a little bit simple, a little bit similar to that, twisting and turning and then curling it into the corner. So 7 yesterday for Curtis Jones. I thought he played really well. In the midfield, again, Fabinho. Now, Fabs, I actually gave him man of the match yesterday, and I'll tell you why. I gave the ball away a couple of times, yeah. But he made crucial defensive tackles on at least 5 or 6 occasions. One being when an Arsenal player was through on goal and he just slid in and they thought they were asking for a penalty and won the ball perfectly. But he done that in the midfield. I can remember at least 5 or 6 times, crucially breaking an Arsenal counter-attack. And I believe that Fabinho, in my opinion, was the best player in the team yesterday. I know Jotter was outstanding, scores 2 goals, and if he scored 2 goals, then you're gonna get man of the match. But for me, he does the work that's never really noticed by some supporters because they want the Ballon d'Or. Defensive midfielders don't win it. But I know what he was doing. Watching that game yesterday, I kept on saying to Craig that watched it with me yesterday, Fabs has been amazing. 8 for Fabinho. 9 for Fabinho, sorry. No, 8, because I told you I don't go mad on ratings. 8, it means he's still excellent. Henderson, got about the pitch, wasn't his best performance. Just does what he does every week. You always get 110% out of Hendo, and you always get what he earns his money. Let's just say that. But yesterday, I can't really remember him passing the ball like he can normally do. Didn't really have any shots. 7 for Hendo, but did what he was asked to do. And again, you can't complain. We got to the final. Front three, Kay Gordon, unlucky, 17 years old. Should have scored, an absolute sitter, tap in. He's 17. You can't go in too hard on him, but I think Klopp knew that he was a little bit overawed by the occasion. I think there's a difference coming on against Brentford. There's a difference playing at Anfield. You've got the fans behind you, but you go into a rival ground, 60,000, it can be a little bit intimidating. And I think we found that out about him yesterday. But he's 17. He will be a great player in the future. 6. Bobby Firmino, very quiet yesterday, I thought. Didn't really get on the ball. In fact, he was that quiet. I actually said to Craig, because we got in late, because we were out getting some stuff from my flat. But anyway, got back for the lineups, and I actually didn't know he was on the pitch the first 15 minutes. So I said, "Is Bobby on the bench?" So I thought he was attacking Minamino, Jotter, and Kay Gordon. But didn't notice he was there. And then all of a sudden, he did a little bit of link play. Very quiet yesterday, Bobby. I might be wrong, but just from what I saw, it wasn't his best. But I'm going to give him a 7. No, I'm going to give him a 6. He wasn't as great. He wasn't brilliant, but he wasn't below a 6, which is absolutely terrible. He was an average performance from Bobby Firmino. Now, Diego Jotter, everybody else is man of the match, apart from I think 5 people voted for Fabinho and me. But what can you say? I mean, I seen his goal record this morning. I couldn't believe it. I mean, his goal record is like, I think he's got 27 in, I think 67 games or something like that. 57 games, yeah. 27 and 57, I think he's got. I have to double check it. It was on Sky Sports News this morning. He's only 24. So, what a signing from FSG and from Liverpool that is. Again, we've just mentioned Robbo a minute ago. Yeah, it is frustrating when we're not signing players and you put on that breaking news on Sky Sports News and you see everybody signing players and you see Coutinho playing for Villa and you miss it a little bit because it's great, isn't it, when you're bringing players in and everybody's talking about it and say, yeah, you do go on FIFA or you go on Football Manager and you're putting straight on your club. I understand that there's fans out there that want that excitement and we rarely get it in transfer windows with FSG and it can be boring. But that's because we sign the best to make us the best. I was thinking about this the other day. Why do footballers sign for Man United? Because how many careers have they now ruined? And it's took years for these players to get their feet back on the ground. Let's name a few. Alex Sanchez, what did they do to him? Right? Michikairan, what did they do to him? Di Maria, another one. Now Sancho, Van der Beek. You know, these are world class footballers that they have signed and turned into. Do you know what? This is even worse. Jadon Sancho hasn't even assisted a goal for Man United this season, yet he's in the top three in Europe for 45 assists at Dortmund last year. How does Man United make players that bad? But my point being is we don't panic buy. Man United used to be the best in the transfer market under Ferguson because he would look at a player's background, their families. Like we did with Henderson when Kenny Dalglish signed Hendo. He checked his background, his working class, council estate upbringing, his family, his mum, his dad. That's what Fergie used to do. Man United are now so desperate to catch us that they're just panic buying and buying and buying and buying. But what they're doing is if it don't get right straight away, they're not even coaching these players. They're just getting rid of them and buying another one. We don't do that. Every single Liverpool player that comes into this system knows exactly how to play and how to move and what they've got to do. They've got to press from the front. They've got to keep it tight in the midfield. The full-backs get forward. The two stay central. Sometimes we have a four in the midfield just staying and these two bomb up. And that's the way we play. Whereas Man United, if you watch them, it's like they're just a team of individuals. Liverpool are not. You could swap Costas now for Robertson. You could swap Fabs for Oxlade-Chamberlain, for James Milner. Or you could swap Nico Williams for Trent. And you could swap Jotter for Mane and Salah for Kate Gordon. It wouldn't make a difference because they all play the same system. They all play the same the same swapping of the fullbacks into positions, the interchanging of movement, and they all know that you will not play for Jurgen Klopp unless you run your fucking arse off. So to me, fabulous performance yesterday. We're going back to Wembley. I cannot wait. Next month, we're going to be doing a big buffet here. Me and Craig are going to be watching it. I'm going to get myself a bucket hat because I always wear for finals bucket hats. I'm going to get one from Germany because that's where I ordered them from, and I'm going to get something special put on the front. So I'm really looking forward to it. And hey, and it ain't over yet. We've still got the FA Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League to fight for. I mean, I heard somebody on the Anfield Wrap this morning say, wouldn't it be great if we did a cup treble again? Remember in 2001 we did the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the UEFA Cup. But wouldn't it be even better if we could do the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the Champions League? And I know we want the Premier League again, but come on, you'd take that, you'd snap a hand off. And another thing, we'll finally be allowed to have a parade, so we could parade the league title with the League Cup. 2 trophies we would see on there, and that's just a starting point. So, yeah, really excited, really buzzing. Hope you enjoyed the player ratings. I'll be doing this now for every game, and team lineups as well. So when we put the next for Crystal Palace, I'll be doing a team lineup sitting on this little table I've got here. And we'll fire away. So DTBTV is now back. I'm now putting all of my efforts into it, and Craig, and we're going to try and bring you the best we can, and also videos of outside the ground. And we did an Anfield development video yesterday, so go onto YouTube now and please watch that and subscribe while you're at it. It's free. I have 15,000 members on here, and you're still nearly 16,000, and we are still only at 1,000 subscribers, and it's free. Come on, if you're watching this now, go on to YouTube, put DTBTV in, and free subscribe for us. And that way, when we're live outside the Anfield Road end, when we're doing our videos, you will instantly get a notification to say we are live there and then, and you'll get to see what we're doing, what no one else is doing. Everybody's now doing the drone footage and just sharing that. Yeah, great. You see the drone footage? Yeah, it looks great, but you can't see what we showed you yesterday, which was the builders actually working, they're actually doing their job, and they're actually, you can go underneath it. And obviously when the builders have a day off, I think it's on Sundays, we're going to start going down there. This Sunday we're going to go down there, because if they're not working Sunday, we can actually get in there, because me and Uncle Joe did it and walked underneath, and then get some really good footage. So there's so much to look forward to. We've now got to dust ourselves down, get back on the wagon again. The League Cup, the League Cups, we're in the final, and now we've got to smash this Premier League and take Palace. Now, Palace is not going to be an easy game. They've got some really good players. One that I wanted us to sign in midfield, the young kid, Elise. I couldn't believe that FSG didn't go for him. He was £8 million release clause from Reading, and he is outstanding. In fact, he's in the top 3 assist, young players, best young players in the Premier League this season. So keep an eye out for him. He's dynamic. He's only 18. Very good player. And Patrick Vieira's done a good job. But it is what it is. We should have enough to beat them. And then we've got everything to look forward to. See you all soon. You'll never walk alone.